The 25th as we march towards Memorial Day weekend, and we're keeping our fingers crossed that we're going to see a break in that weather.
Have you bought your umbrella yet?
Oh, don't worry about the umbrella.
No.
Mary McCleary Posner is out here. She's not a bit concerned about Saturday or Sunday or Monday with the rain, and I'm telling you, the woman's got a connection up there. Whatever she says goes.
It always seems to pan out every year.
Right.
Really, it just kind of works its way out of our system. So say goodbye to the rain, right?
I hope so. Anyway, it definitely looks good for Monday. But the big Memorial Day air. Okay. You know, if you've been watching the show, as we get closer and closer to the Memorial Day weekend, one lady is really a staple on here. What do I hear in the background there? Mary McCleary Posner.
Nice to see you, Paul.
Good to have you here.
I have brought you a wonderful guest. This is
Yeah.
Captain Dan Torway of the Thunderbirds. He flies plane number 8.
Morning.
He is the narrator.
Yeah, good to have you here. And you actually were the pilot who flew Linda, weren't you?
That's right.
Our own Linda here?
Out in Las Vegas.
Yeah, we chatted with her yesterday and did some fantastic video. But the Thunderbirds are coming to town.
Yes.
When? When will
Yeah.
they get here?
Well, the really nice thing is if the clouds lift, they'll be coming across the columns on their way in this afternoon at 2 o'clock.
Okay, so they're going to fly right over the city about
Yes.
2 o'clock this afternoon.
Yes.
So you go
Look
outside
up.
and look for them.
Yes.
That's if the clouds lift.
If the clouds
What if
lift.
the clouds don't lift?
You'll hear them
Okay,
coming in.
so they are still coming in.
Oh, yes.
Now, the demonstration is when, Mary?
They will be flying both Saturday and Sunday at 2 o'clock at Columbia Regional Airport. And one thing, if you'd allow me, I would like to urge everyone to take the shuttle from the Hearns Center. Don't try driving to the airport. The grounds are very wet out there. I would prefer that they take a bus from the Hearns. It only costs $2, and it gets them out there safely and
And
back.
then you don't have to fight with all that. And as we were saying, the field is very, very,
Very,
muddy.
very
So you
muddy.
may have a hard time finding a parking spot.
That's right. So park at Hearns, take the shuttle bus out. You can go back and forth anytime you want to up
Okay.
until 1 o'clock.
Okay. Now, Dan, when you're flying in an airplane like that, and I was looking at the video before the show, you have to be extremely precise, right? Well, you're watching these airplanes, and it's like they are one, meshed together with a big wire. How do you do that?
That's exactly right. What we're trying to show with the diamond formation, which is what we call the 4 airplanes flying together, is just the gracefulness of 4 guys flying together in one formation very, very closely and doing the maneuvers that they do.
Okay, well, Perry, if you'll go ahead and roll that video, and we want to share with our audience at home what we're talking about. And this is what you'll see this weekend. And Dan, tell us what we're looking at.
This is a aileron roll right on takeoff to show you that you can move the jet when you're very, very slow right after takeoff.
Well, when you say very slow, how fast are you going at takeoff?
He's about 200 miles an hour at that point.
Okay. And you can do any type of maneuvering that you want in that airplane, can't you?
It's a very maneuverable aircraft, and it pretty much can do whatever you want it to.
And when you're flying upside down like that, what's the sensation that you have?
It feels almost like you're going to fall out of the canopy because gravity wants to pull you right down out of the canopy.
What are we looking at here?
This is the slot pilot called the Bonton roll, where all 4 pilots in the diamond will roll together at one time, very close to each
Now,
other.
who's giving the command for these movements?
That is the commander, the guy out in front in the #1 aircraft.
Okay, so he's doing all the talking to the other pilot. Is there any conversation back and forth, or is it only listening?
There is a little bit between the commander and the 2 solos for timing. Other than that, the other guys on the wing right there, as you see, are just following him visually through the maneuvers.
Yes, and you have to have trust in the other pilots that you're flying with.
That's right, a lot of trust.
There's no room for any slip up at all.
No room for error at all.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and tell us what
This
we're
is
looking
all 6 of the airplanes, which is called our delta formation, and what they're doing here is a delta roll, where they'll roll 360 degrees around the commander.
Is this the same thing?
This is just a flat pass. I believe this is our max performance aileron rolls, where he will roll 4 times completely around in 6 seconds.
Have you ever had your stomach feel kind of queasy when you're doing this?
Not really. Maybe at the beginning, but you get used to it very quickly.
Okay. Now it looks like are you going straight up here?
This is a 5-card formation where they're actually doing a loop, so a 360-degree turn in the vertical.
And we're going to see all of this weekend.
That's right. We have 3 shows, and they're all dependent upon the weather. And this is what you see, a high show right here.
Yeah. When you go straight up and then you turn and you dive straight down.
Pretty much. You go and do a complete 360 in the vertical, so it's more like a big loop.
Okay, what is this part?
This is our high bombers. This is kind of our trademark maneuver, And what you see here is our solo coming right up through the smoke where the 4 of them split off. Now he's going up and rolling in the vertical.
When you come straight down, you're coming down at a pretty fast speed.
Yes, you are.
How fast is that?
Well, what they'll do is, in the bombers, for example, all 4 of them will come in formation and get vertical, going straight up, and they'll split in 4 different directions. And then as they get to a certain point, the commander will call for them to pull through, and now they will pull through, and they have certain altitudes they watch for. And when they get to the altitude, they pull, and the jet is very maneuverable, and they will level out at the altitude they're supposed to, and then come in for the cross, where all 4 will cross at exactly the same time over a point.
It's absolutely amazing. I mean, you're talking about precision flying. You guys are the best in the business. I mean, there's no way you can say anything else. They are the best in the business
Yes.
to do what you're doing.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah,
they
and
are.
we feel very honored to have you here today on
Well,
our
it's great
show.
to be here.
Yeah, and we look forward to seeing you this weekend.
We're very proud to have them in Columbia.
Oh my goodness, we're proud and honored to have you here on the show. All right?
Thank you very much.
Dan, thank you so
Pleasure.
much for coming by. You want to mention again, we'll give all the dates and the times?
Yes, the Memorial Day show starts at 10 o'clock in the morning,
Okay.
runs until 4 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday, the 27th and 28th. Take the bus from the Hearns Arena.
Okay.
And then the parade is on Monday, the 29th, and be there by 8:50 in the morning because the Golden Knights are going to jump into 5 intersections on Broadway to start the parade. And
Okay.
it's broadcast live by KOMU TV.
At 9 o'clock in the morning. So we
Yes.
got a break here. 874-1132. Mary and Dan, thank you so much for coming by. I really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. And I say that sincerely. It's an honor meeting you and having you on our show.
Thank you, my
All right.
pleasure.
And this lady, I don't know what else I can say about this
Thank
lady.
you.
You're going to be back here
I'll be
tomorrow.
here tomorrow.
All right. We're going to
Yes.
give you a review of everything
Yes.
that's coming
Tell you
up.
what's happening.
All right, Mary and Dan, thank you so much. Right now, time to do a bit of traveling with Uncle James.